There's a home run that happened last night that has never happened before. Not once in any major league ballpark ever. Welcome back to Coach's Tape by Baseball Authority. Let's get into it. The Athletics are playing their first regular season game in Las Vegas. First one in 30 years. The last time MLB played here was 1996. The new stadium isn't ready until 2028, so they're at Las Vegas Ballpark, sitting around 2,000 feet above sea level, second highest elevation among all active MLB parks. And nobody was ready for what happened. Final score, Brewers 15, Athletics 14 in 12 innings. 29 runs, 11 home runs, 34 hits in one game. But the number that matters most isn't any of those. It's this one, 0. Bottom of the 10th, William Contreras is catching. Jonah Heim hits a pop-up to right field. Contreras reads it immediately, watches it go up, starts clapping, thinking it is an easy out and the game is over. Except it wasn't. The ball carries and lands over the fence 398 feet away. A 94.6 miles per hour exit velocity, a launch angle of 48 degrees, an expected batting average of 0. A home run in 0 out of 30 MLB parks. That's a pop-up by every measure. A ball that had no business leaving the yard anywhere in baseball. Contreras was already celebrating the out when it cleared the wall. And just like that, the game is tied. Here's the science. At altitude, the air is thinner. Less drag on the baseball. Balls that die in Miami or New York keep carrying in Denver, and now in Las Vegas, the second highest elevation in baseball. The physics don't care about the score. A routine pop-up becomes a game-tying home run, and there's nothing the pitcher, the catcher, or the defense can do about it. This isn't a fluke. It's the environment. Look at what happened to Kyle Harrison. Entering the game, Harrison was one of the hottest pitchers in baseball. A 7-1 record, a 2.72 ERA. He lasted 2.1 innings, gave up 3 homers, and 8 earned runs. Same pitcher, different altitude. And this is where the comparison to Coors Field gets real. Colorado built its reputation over 30 years as the place where ERAs go to die and batting averages inflate by 40 points. Yes, Coors sits significantly higher, over 5,000 feet. But Las Vegas at 2,000 feet is already doing things to the baseball that nobody expected. Pitchers learn to avoid Coors in free agency. The Rockies have spent 3 decades trying to build a roster around a ballpark that tilts every game in the hitter's direction. The A's are about to inherit a version of that same problem, and their permanent stadium isn't ready for 2 more years. The Heim homer was the moment everyone saw it, but the Harrison outing was the argument. If one of the best pitchers in baseball gets knocked for 8 runs in 2 innings at this park, what happens to the league's average starter? What happens when a team needs to sign a frontline pitcher and Las Vegas is on the schedule 81 times a year? Nick Kurtz hit a 110 miles per hour, 447-foot bomb to make it 14-13 in the 10th. That's the kind of home run that's supposed to happen. Then Heim hits a ball at 48 degrees that should be the 3rd out of the inning, and it ties the game instead. The Brewers win in the 12th, 15-14. But nobody was talking about the win. They were talking about the ballpark. MLB hadn't played a regular season game in Las Vegas in 30 years. Based on last night, they may have wished they'd waited 30 more. Drop your take in the comments. Is Las Vegas going to be a problem for pitchers the way Coors has been? And what does this mean for the A's when their real stadium opens in 2028? That's Coach's Tape. Subscribe if you're not already. See you on the next one.